Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Life in Oman. So today, from last night, I've been tackling a problem. I noticed that my area where I had my worms, you see, these are my worms, they were in that area. That area is just infested with ants. So much so that I poured water all night, and look at the ants coming out this side and digging out. Okay, the ants are just everywhere. Okay, they had just ambushed this place. Look at this. These are all ant holes. See that? They're everywhere. See this side of the brick? These are all ants. And of course, they're just looking for a nice, cool place. And of course, when you feed your worms, they get free food. So what they did is they decided to nestle inside my bin here. The good news is that when I checked in, yeah, there were a lot of ants, but there were also a lot of earthworms that I did not put there. So I attracted them, they're in there. So what I'm doing now is manually, I've created a safe haven here, and I'm manually moving them from in there to in here, moving the worms. So I'm just coming here and digging. So if you see like that, I would dig underneath here and I would see an earthworm sort of wriggling, and just grab it with whatever it has around it, as long as there's no ant, and I would transfer it over to this side. So there are other life forms in there that we need, but I'm sure there are eggs in the system here that I would get them back. Yeah, all the things that you might be able to see. You see the ants here? There's the ant there. Okay. Anything you might see moving shiny, those are ants with wings. Yeah. So they are just all over my place, man. All over the bin. So I've been digging here for a little bit, moving dirt from one side to the other, trying to make sure that I get as many earthworms that I have invited in here out from this bin to their temporary shelter, which is here. So if you look inside this temporary shelter, so I got them from there straight into here. If you look inside this temporary shelter, you'll see some worms. See there? There's a big worm right there. And they can move fast. See there? There's another set of worms. All this I have been able to attract from underground just over the past few weeks. However, this oh no, there's an ant there. There's an ant. I don't want an ant in there. However, this vermicompost situation started long ago. Started almost 2 months, 3 months ago. So this has been happening. It's not just started. It's just the infestation of ants. There's another one. Man, I thought I managed to get this stuff without ants in here, but there are ants. So I'll still have to dig in here to remove any ants. But earthworms are there. Yeah. So that's the most exciting. I've found some as long as 5 inches long. So that's exciting for me. So I'm still going on my rescue mission here. If anything looks like a worm in here. Oh, there's a nice long one. Whoa, I don't want to lose that. See that? There's a nice long one right there. So get him inside here. So they're still here. So I'll continue my mission of saving them and then bring them. The exciting thing is that most of these long ones were on the side where I had fed with fruit salad. And that might be the issue, is that when I put fruit salad, the ants might have smelled it and got in, and that's when everything started going crazy. These worms are so fast. This is the environment. Sometimes you see one and you try to grab him, he moves so fast and then you can't find him again. Keep digging. I'm sure we're gonna keep finding more. It doesn't look like there's worms in here. So if there's no ants in here, I can transfer this over. It's gotta have life in it. Yeah. There's the worm there. See that? Okay. You're excited about every single tiny worm you can find, because these are the worms that you can breed to make big. Whoa, 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 what's that? What's that? Whoa, whoa, I see it, I see it. See that? Nice and juicy. For me, it's nice and juicy, right? This is gonna end up being like a 7-incher later on. Oh, several more in here. There's one there. It's deep down. There's another one there. What else? That's like right at the bottom. There's another one there. I hope I don't get bit like yesterday. Yesterday is when I found I had infestation and I agitated them, and the ants literally bit me multiple times on my hand, the same hand that I'm using now. There's a worm right there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, don't go away, Baba, don't go away. Oh, there's another one. And another one on the side here. Oh, don't go in. Gotcha. Come on, I saw you. I see you. Oh, come on, don't be that way. There are very tiny ones that I can't see, like skinny one like this one here. So skinny. Look at that. So let's try to see them. There it is. See that? Once you see them, these creatures just like dirt in there. You can just, oh, I think there's another one. Could be. It's a small one, but it's rescued. The worms that I took from here, I actually transported them inside the house. They're sitting there safely right now, enjoying the cool house, as well as having ice packs just to calm them down for the next 48 hours or more. So if you look here, we have this towel. Pull this out. If you open this towel, you have your bin, and I've just sprayed it because it was completely dry. And if you open these layers here, you have your vermicompost here and some ice packs. So the ice packs is to keep them cool. Okay, they've already melted, but they'll keep the area cool for at least for the next 48 hours. These guys will relax. And inside this house, the temperature is typically about 25 degrees centigrade maximum. Sometimes it's less than that. So they should be fine inside there. So the towel is just to make sure that nothing goes in and what's inside stays in. However, there is very less humidity right now outside, so inside also there's less humidity. This is the reason why I sprayed that box. That way it stays warm, it stays wet inside there, because it needs to be moist for them. It doesn't need to be dripping wet, but it needs to be moist. So I'm sure they'll enjoy the next 48 hours, all the poor souls that have been saved. And this is just to calm them down. So the temperature right now is lower than what they want, most likely. It's with the ice packs, it's probably maybe about 13, 14, 15 maybe. Yeah. So 15 to 25 is what they like, they thrive on. So if it's less than that, they sort of go dormant. So with that stress of me digging them out and doing everything, I kept them like this. And then tonight I will remove the ice packs.
okay? And I will not put anything, so the temperature will gradually go up. So if it's going up from tonight to tomorrow when it's getting warmer, it'll be very, very slow and gradual temperature change, all right? So after that, then we will leave them for an extra day or two. There is a corrugated cardboard inside there. There is sand. There is mud in there, which is wet, or you can say moist. There's also their vermicompost, so they have enough for the next 48 hours to consume. After that, then we will start our next phase. My next phase, I'm thinking of either putting the whole thing outside or creating two bins, one that stay outside and one inside. The one that's inside, my plan is to have I'm not going to disclose it now. That's for the future video. See you around soon.